Hello, Math 425 class. It's me, Abba, your professor. I am welcoming you to our new online abstract algebra class. So, a lot of you probably have many questions about what's going on. I sent you an email yesterday that we're going to have an assignment due tomorrow, like just a check-in assignment, as we're required by the university to have all the students make some sort of contact and some sort of like homework assignment this week. So preferably tomorrow. Ours will be from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. If you can't make that, see the email. There's another slot between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Read that email. It's an easy assignment. We're just going to talk about technology issues. Do you have a webcam? Like, do you have decent internet? Do you check email regularly? What else? Decent Wi-Fi, printing abilities, things like that. So, and that'll be like 2 minutes long. And then you get some bonus points that me and Maggie will decide where it goes appropriately. So, details of how the class is going to continue. We'll probably we're cutting some material out of the course. So we're probably going to be cutting everything from Euclidean domains onward. That part will not be covered. So we'll probably end at rings. Well, I'll give you more details on that. But how is it going to work? I'm going to do lectures exactly as I did them in class, meaning you have the handouts. So you have the handouts up to automorphisms, I believe. So you have the group homomorphisms, you have group homomorphisms and isomorphisms and homomorphisms continued. You have those handouts ready if you came to class the last week that we met. So I'll lecture as normal. You'll fill that out. And then to encourage you actually watching these videos and filling out those handouts, which is actually vital to you understanding the material, I'll have tiny WebWorks assignments after each video. The video will be inside of our homework modules. So you'll click on a homework and it will say lecture on group homomorphisms handout. And then there's going to be like a tiny little link to a WebWork quiz, which is just comprehension, something short. And then we'll have still the standard like LaTeX homework assignments. I'll have my same office hours, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Just as always, it's going to be on Collaborate Ultra. And so you'll dial in, you can show your face or not your face. It has a whiteboard, you can show me what you're working on. We can go to a breakout room and be alone if you're going to show me something that while others are in the room, and if it's like the answer to a question that's not so good, so we'll go to the breakout rooms and talk privately. You can also reach me outside those hours. So we do not meet in class anymore. It's not a 4 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. session anymore, 2 days a week. You look at the videos when you want to before a WebWork thing is due. And you'll get the due dates. I mean, every week there's going to be some things that you have to do, of course. What else? Classroom, I guess, yeah. Let's show you the classroom. I'll work here on occasion. And we can have office hours, and I can use this chalkboard, and that could work out. I also got this handy dandy scanner, .cam thing here. It's kind of useful if I'm in this room. It's not exactly the same thing that we were using in the classroom, but it seems to work alright-ish. Why is it on right now? Why are you on right now? So, also, we have another classroom. I think this is my dedicated classroom for Math 425. Sorry, Math 104. For Math 425, I might be in here more often. This is the piano room. It's called the piano room because there's a damn piano in there. Dig it, you know? And I always have news on. The words pandemic. What you need to know. Oh gosh, that's a really heavy topic. But, as we see here, this is the exact same .cam from Hibbard's. I know I did not steal it from Hibbard. I got it loaned from LTS. So to do the handouts, I'll probably work here and fill them out, and you can follow along. I don't plan on having those synchronous, or meaning like live classes where you can watch the video while I'm there, because then that's going to be unfair to people who cannot make that time. But in Math 104, my plan is once a week to have a class where they do have access to me filling out the lecture notes. So it would be fair to do that with you guys also. I'll play that by ear. As all your professors are doing, we're all like playing this by ear. We're all like super brand new at this online class thing. So I guess that's about it. Guess I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about some numbers I heard today on the news. You probably know the same thing in terms of this pandemic that we have. The best case scenario, if we follow all the social distancing that we're instructed to do, is that by the end of April or whenever the peak is over and we can stop socially distancing, they're expecting at a minimum 100,000 to 240,000 deaths in the USA. That's a sobering number. So the message is clear, like stay away from people. Stay away. I mean, just keep your circle of family that you're with, and that's it. That's an incredibly large number, just to think about 100,000 to 240,000 as the best case scenario numbers, and that's said by the NIH and the World Health Organization and a bunch of scientists, not said by some fear mongers. They wouldn't say this number if they didn't mean it. So that's pretty intense. It's been I remember the deaths in the USA were 666. I follow that number. Last Saturday, and we're at 4,000 now. And that's only been a few days. And the idea of the USA hitting 100,000 at the minimum is insane. So, Winston Churchill quote. Sorry, this doesn't have to do with math, but never has so much been owed by so many to so few. And that quote is used today in reference to the healthcare people, nurses and doctors, who are the very few who are taking care of the many. And so, yeah, okay, so that's about it. Sorry I had to talk about current events. Well, it's kind of hard to avoid what's going on here. But let's meet tomorrow, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, briefly just to check in. You'll get your bonus points. This is a required assignment by the university for you to physically be counted for purposes of bureaucratic reasons, as I said in my email yesterday. Well, that's it. That's the message. I hope you're all staying healthy and your families are well. Make good choices. All right. Ciao.